Vieveliving is all also about holistic living and relaxing and taking
Oh my
downtown.
God, I don't have any time to relax.
But what do you do? What do you do to keep balance in your life?
First of all, I honestly don't have many friends, and my friends, the very few, maybe 2 or 3, actually 2, exactly 3, they really do understand that I can't see them as much as I would like, as much as they would like. They all understand that work comes first, but before work, my family comes first. So in the last 6 years, I've dedicated my children's school holidays to them, which means I completely detach from work, and as much as I can, the weekends as well. So during the week, I have zero guilty feeling about not seeing them in the morning or in the evenings. I make sure that their lives are secure, but I, in a way, don't think about my home life. So my work takes all of my energy, all of my thought, all of my planning, and the weekend is for my children. I don't mix kids and friends unless my friends would like to come and join me with my family and we spend quality time together. Apart from that, I think it's really important to have that balance and to know what you want, what's your priority. And you can't mix them together. So you have to dedicate time for work, and then you have to also dedicate time for your children. And that's exactly what I do. I split those times and I get the most out of both. But you know, talking earlier about doing so much, the world changes. And if you get stuck in doing one thing forever, you will for sure fail. You have to always reinvent yourself. So for me, I started off as a business, as a makeup artist. From that, I started running a beauty salon. Then I expanded into different franchise, with different franchise salons in different countries in the region. After that, I started doing the Clinica, Joelle, then also the skincare, Joelle Paris. And now I've got into cooking because that's also part of my life as a woman. I wanted recipes that were not available on YouTube, things that were easy, fast, and simple, things that would finish within half an hour. They were all natural. You know, 190 out of 200 employees that I have, just over 180 are women.
Wow, that's
a lot of these women have families. So that's where the idea came. Today, a lot of these women are business women, and they don't have the time to do traditional recipes anymore. So I wanted to create something that they can do. The reason I brought up the Tfaddalo, which is my latest show, is because of reinventing yourself and looking at what is trending in the world and following that trend. If I got stuck and just being a TV presenter, you know, that has an expiry date. It has a shelf life. So you can't stick to doing one thing and ignoring the possibilities. And this is where a person who's an entrepreneur, they always think outside of the box. And they always think of how can they maintain that success and turn that one success into many, many more.
This so ties in with the concept of Vieveliving, because the mythical figure that inspires Vieveliving is a phoenix, the rising from the ashes. And her living in this world that's forever changing. And I've watched you over the years reinvent yourself so many times. It's absolutely incredible to see. And for the women, we have some women who live their 20s, they're young, or all of their adult lives either being a mother, and then they get to 40 and they decide, oh, I'm going to start a career. Or they're women who have spent their whole lives in the corporate world or in a career, and they get to 40 and think, I really want to throw myself into this motherhood thing. And I know, and I've watched you reinvent yourself so many times, and it's quite incredible to watch. And you also have another bit of reinvention that you're working on at the moment with your reality TV show.
Yes.
Can you tell us about this, Joelle?
Yes. You know, it's like, honestly, I try to do things that I know will be successful with time. I don't look at results today or tomorrow. For example, like Joelle Paris, it was a project that was born when I was pregnant with Ella. So it started with me 8 years ago. And I can truly say that only this year we've reached a level where we can say we've always been very proud of the brand. The brand has always done extremely well with the bloggers, beauty editors, my fans, clients. We've never had any complaints. It's a beautiful brand, very well made. I'm super proud of it. I've always been supporting it 100%, but this year is the first year after all these years that it has reached what we can say like a success level. We are in many different stores, pharmacies. We have covered now the Gulf and the Middle East. And what I want to say is all this hard work for the last 8 years, it's only now that it's truly paying off. I was being paid off by success, but not financially. But only this year it has become financially successful. So when we talk about the reality show, I started that a year ago, and it was a personal investment, knowing that a year later I will launch. And again, this is what I say about being an entrepreneur. Sometimes you do things without knowing, hoping and planning for success, but there's no guarantees in this world. So as well as being the ambassador for 5 brands, as well as filming my show, as well as running the salons and the clinics and Joelle Paris, I set aside some time to do the reality show. And now after a year, soon it will be launched. And this one is true reality. Nothing is staged. Not one single bit of the filming that we've done in the last year was staged. People think they know me very well. Of course they know me, but to an extent. They haven't seen a lot of the faces that I have. You know, they haven't seen any angry face. They haven't seen the angry bird that lives inside of me. And that angry bird, you know, comes out very often, especially in business. You know, there's no business leader that just keeps on smiling every day from morning till evening. They're going to see things that they've never seen, not even on my social media, and things that are very personal to me, like plastic surgeries, like, you know, an infection that suddenly, you know, happened, the drama when we went to the Maldives, and you go to the Maldives for sunshine and, you know, clear blue waters, and the disaster that happened during our last trip. They will see a lot of things that normally they've never seen, not even on my social media.